for the girl. Said they get out of without the jungle. I'm trying to bullet these niggas I humble. I just screwed on the dead the bundle. She so sick with this shit and they conga. On the huff is one foot on my pen. I can't throw these niggas in cancer. They might bring out the fight for the predator. Cause they reef at the top of the city touch. You full shit, tell me what the kitties up. I've been telling these niggas they ain't stuffing us. I'm real, they really dedicated every time they tell me. And then they be dancing, they be rinsing and they trying to tell me something. I told them gonna do it, I tell me to the occasion. I keep it around with this. They be looking like always, yeah, always, yeah, I don't really be shit. I shit on the beat, I'm trying to I'm not kidding, I'm out there hanging, tell you kidding. Just had a lit time, but I know you really not kidding that. We ain't pussy fuck, but you play pussy being kid fuck. Yeah, we gon' hit deep on the club. Tryna get out of without the joint. Tryna bullet these niggas I humble. I just screwed on the dead the bundle. She so sleep with this shit and they conga. On the huff is one foot on my pen. I can't throw these niggas in cancer. They might bring out the fight for the predator. They reef at the top of the city touch. You fool shit, tell me what the kitties up. I've been telling these niggas they ain't stuffing
I see everything. That's what that means. I'm not in the Illuminati, bro. I promise you. I see these niggas, bro. I'm not in the Illuminati or nothing like that. I promise y'all. I will never sell out. Run that back. Run that back.
Yeah, we gon' hit deep on the club. Tryna get out of without the jungle. Tryna bullet these niggas I humble. I just screwed on the dead the bundle. She so sleep with this shit and they conga. On the huff is one foot on my pen. I can't throw these niggas in cancer. They might bring out the fight for the predator. Cause they reef at the top of the city touch. You fool shit, tell me what the kitties up. I've been telling these niggas they ain't stuffing us. I'm real, they really dedicated every time they tell me. And then they be dancing, they be rinsing and they trying to tell me something. I told them gonna do it, I tell me to the occasion. I keep it around with this. They be looking like always, yeah, I don't really be shit. I shit on the beat, I'm trying to clean it up. I told them not clean it up, I'm out there hanging, tell you clean it up. Just had a lit time, but I know you really not kidding that. We ain't pussy fuck, but you play pussy being kid fuck. Yeah, we gon' hit deep on the club. Tryna get out of without the joint. Tryna bullet these niggas I humble. I just screwed on the dead the bundle. She so sleep with this shit and they conga. On the huff is one foot on my pen. I can't throw these niggas in cancer. They might bring out the fight for the predator. They reef at the top of the city touch. You fool shit, tell me what the kitties up. I've been telling these niggas they ain't stuffing us. Tryna bullet these niggas I humble. I just screwed on the dead the bundle. She so sleep with this shit and they conga. On the huff is one foot on my pen. I can't throw these niggas in cancer. They might bring out the fight for the predator. Cause they reef at the top of the city touch. You fool shit, tell me what the kitties up. I've been telling these niggas they ain't stuffing us. I'm real, they really dedicated every time they tell me. And then they be dancing, they be rinsing and they trying to tell me something. I told them gonna do it, I tell me to the occasion. I keep it around with this. They be looking like always, yeah, I don't really be shit. I shit on the beat, I'm trying to clean it up. I told them not clean it up, I'm out there hanging, tell you clean it up. Just had a lit time, but I know you really not kidding that. We ain't pussy fuck, but you play pussy being kid fuck. Yeah, we gon' hit deep on the club. Tryna get out of without the joint. Tryna bullet these niggas I humble. I just screwed on the dead the bundle. She so sleep with this shit and they conga. On the huff is one foot on my pen. I can't throw these niggas in cancer. They might bring out the fight for the predator. They reef at the top of the city touch. You fool shit, tell me what the kitties up. I've been telling these niggas they ain't stuffing us.
Yo, this your boy Papa Fisco G. Just bringing you guys another video. I don't see them putting this in the algorithm, but I'm still gonna drop the video. And I'm gonna do my best to get it out there to the masses. To the divine ones. Yo, man, you gotta watch out for these rigid ass, crusty ass, Hebrew Israelite ass niggas, bro. Because they're leading people off a fucking cliff. They're leading people off a fucking cliff, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure There's some legit Hebrew Israelites out there, bro, but for the most part, they are not legit. They're just trying to lead a group, a hate group, like the Moors or something. They're just as worse as the rigid Christians pointing a finger at everybody. They're just as worse as them people, bro. Like, I be finding these Hebrew Israelites, they're always talking about white people and multiple wives. That's all they fucking talk about. It's like, damn, bro, you're literally making content. You're literally only making content about Gentiles and what this, that, and the third about Gentiles and shit. That's like, bro, we're in 2026, bro. It's a great melting pot. There's God in all skins and all walks of people. Like, the great mother ain't up there thinking about only the black people, bro. Like, people got it in their head that black people are just don't get me wrong. I understand it. We repping our people, bro, but you gotta think, bro. This ain't 3, 4, 5,000 years. It was only nothing but black people. Like, we done been mixing and shit. We've been mixing our asses off to where you got all walks of life with the divine spark, but they're not incorporating that with the philosophy today. It's always our people, this, that, and the third, and the type of character these people have. They're always leading with hate and lust. Like, bro, I found this one dude just talking shit about the black girl, talking about like the black woman, this, that, and the third, talking about a lot of the black women not gonna make it. I'm like, damn, bro, you saying that because you were getting turned down by black women or something? Yeah, bro. And then talking about dating outside their tribe. I'm like, because you're talking like that because you're not getting no play, bro. You're talking like that because you're not getting no action. Not all black women in America are bad, bro, but they're talking like, goddamn, the majority of them are fucked up. But you over there not saying nothing about the black man. Like, come on, bro. You're leading with hate. And then they're always talking about multiple wives, bro. Multiple wives. I'm like, bro, you gotta be a good person to have multiple wives. No bitch wanna be with your crusty ass. Even if that's what you want, you're not built for it, and you're not like quality for it. That's just what your horny ass want and what you read. Nigga, just because you read some shit in a book don't mean you get that. Don't mean it applies to you. That's what the problem with these Hebrews, bro. They read and they're rigid and they stuck on a book. I'm like, y'all niggas never getting downloads outside that damn book. If it's not in that goddamn Bible, that Hebrew Bible, y'all not talking about it. Y'all too rigid. Man, y'all just as worse as the rigid Christians that point fingers at people, because they be pointing fingers at motherfuckers too, man. Them crusty ass Hebrew Israelite ass niggas. Them niggas crusty. They always talking about multiple wives and Gentiles and, you know what I'm saying? Always pointing that finger at a motherfucker. They never talking about some shit, about a collective, like, hey, bro, it's always pointing a finger at a motherfucker. It's always isolating a group, calling them the enemy. That's what they do, bro. They on that, yeah, bro. That's some divide and conquer shit. During this time, bro, I think the Great Mother are going to highlight that parasitic net, and it's going to be taken care of, because if it's on my fucking soul to talk about, I'm pretty sure the Great Mother is taking care of it, because this dialogue kept coming up and like, hey, man, them crusty ass Hebrews, bro. You got to talk about them goddamn Hebrew Israelite ass niggas. I'm like, all right. Yeah, man, you got to watch out for them niggas, because they all on this internet. I wouldn't even like fuck with them niggas. Like, if they only talk about, don't get me wrong, they're not all like that. No, bro, they're not all like that, but you got to think it's a mixture of motherfuckers. Just like the Moors weren't all bad, but you got to think there's disguises and decoys, niggas hiding in that shit. And that's what's going on right now. I'm pretty sure there was a point in time where, you know, it was good to be repping Hebrew Israelite, but right now what they're preaching and what they're repping and the energy behind what they're repping, bro, it's not in unity consciousness, bro. It's definitely not. It's dividing and conquer. Like, it's dividing the people up. Like, I don't, like, bro, like, I always love white people. I'm never going to front. I never looked at white people weird, bro. Yeah, I never did. I knew about racism. I'm like, they're just racist white people. But that didn't never messed up my head to where I look at every white person fucked up. I never did that, bro. I can't do that. Like, it's too many people that helped me up. I remember back in the day, I used to have my best friend. Goddamn, one of my best friends in the world back in the day. You know, when I was growing up, they were white and shit. Like, I ain't never had that issue with these people, but I guess they were in different. We were all raised differently, and the teachers that came before them, I guess they held on to them, and then they held on to the pain that our ancestors went through, and they you know, when you hold grudges, it was a grudge. They were holding on to grudges, and it's like that ain't gonna get us nowhere, bro. Holding on to grudges over shit like that long ago. Because don't get me wrong, there's some people that are attached to it, but not everybody is connected to that bullshit. So you can't put all white people in that same category, bro, because it's not even the white people that's doing it. It's the black hand that's putting white people as pawns doing this shit. Because if you take the black hand away, our problem with white people will magically disappear, because it never was an issue. It was just they had to put them people in front of us so we don't know who really is running this shit. You know? It was always the black hand, but they had to put them little white motherfuckers in front of our face to make us think that shit. And that's what them Hebrew Israelite niggas go off of. Like, not all white people are bad, bro. They be talking shit about white people, bro. They be talking shit. And I can't listen to people like that. And I'm glad Remedy H, bro. Bro, shout out to Remedy H, because he finally fucking woke up to that shit, bro. Because I didn't want to put two and two together, but I kind of had a feeling Remedy H probably had a stroke because of that. I thought it was his job, but I didn't want to see it was because of that hating us hard. I didn't want to look at that in him, you know? But it most definitely was, because he even talked about it. But he ain't even like that no more. He don't even send all that hate to them people because they're not all fucking bad. Dude, when I went to the hospital, when I damn near lost my fucking leg and almost lost my goddamn life, who was doing surgery on me? Who was helping me get back to strength? It was fucking white people, bro. It was fucking white people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've never been that type of person to hate on white people. I've never been that type of person to be like Gentiles, but I'm not gonna lie, I love white women. I don't love them like that, bro. But you know, I don't have a problem with the women. I don't have a problem with the dudes either, but I'm a man, bro. So I'm always gonna have love for the women a little bit more than the fucking men. But I'm glad I kind of was like that growing up, because I don't have no hate in my heart. Yeah, opposites attract. And I know not to just deal with the fucking energy vampire white women, but I know if the great mother give me a chance and she set it up, that's up to her, because I don't want to step on the bounds of what the mother got. But if she give me somebody that comes in that shade and that person's for me, I'm going to have to fucking take it. I'm not going to be like, oh, that's a fucking Gentile. I'm like, no, man, the great mother set that up, bro. That's the perfect match. If the great mother set it up. And I think that's what's going to shock some people. You know, that's going to shock some people. Even in people that aren't too rigid, but people that have that context of like, black people can't be with white people. But great mother is going to show, if it's from love and it's from a divine union, it can happen. Like, somebody out here is going to get with a white woman or a white man, and they're going to be divine, and nobody's going to expect it from them. Yeah, and they're going to show people like love conquers all. Because not to say we're going to be mixing like that, but when there's love there, when it's an ordained union, no matter what shade you are, it's an alignment. So the great mother is going to show us that during this time, because there's going to be a lot of representation of unity consciousness, people being joined, people are joining forces. That's that unity consciousness playing a part. We can't be out here following these Hebrew Israelite ass niggas pushing out certain divine beings and you know what I mean, calling people evil off of their fucking skin. Well, we can't do that. Vice versa, if you got some white people out there talking about they're all holy and shit, and everybody opposite to them, they're evil, you can't be listening to them people. They're leading you off a cliff, bro. That shit is leading people off a cliff, because we all got to work together, bro. Well, y'all got to work together. The blacks got to work with the whites. The Latinos got to work with the blacks. The whites got to work with everybody else. Like, yeah, bro, that's that unity consciousness, bro. We gonna work together sooner or later. When we know the enemy when we know our enemy, we can identify him outside of the people we've been fighting. We're going to get our ducks in order. We're going to get our ducks in order and our arrows straight and aimed at the enemy real soon, because that divide and conquer shit can't live through this era, bro, unless people keep fucking pulling towards it. But it won't last, because you're going to see the people that rep that shit. Live by the sword, die by the sword. You're going to see the people that rep that shit. And that's what I'm saying. You're going to look at these crusty ass Gentiles too, bro. When I heard that dude talking shit about the black woman, I'm like, dude, you ain't getting no play. You ain't getting no play. You must have got turned down by black women, bro, because you talking out your mouth like all black women are bad. Dude, I would never put black women in that category. I know America has a problem breeding narcissists, but that's on all women, not just fucking black women. Like, he was literally isolating a black woman, making her like an issue. Like, America don't have a problem making narcissists. It ain't got nothing to do with the color. It's just that we be making narcissists, bro. This liberal ass country. Like, come on, man. We be making hella narcissists, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with the black women, bro. They just be talking out their fucking mouth. And they got a couple people listening to them, horny as hell, thinking that ain't making sense, bro. Like, nah, bro. And all they talk about is multiple wives, multiple this, multiple that. Bro, it's because they're horny, bro. If that's all what you talk about, bro, you ain't own shit. It lets me know what your emotions are underneath it all. Like, you ain't own nothing. That happens in the end times when a lot of the men disappear and they go away, and there's not a lot of good men on the earth. Then they do that. That just don't happen. That just doesn't fucking happen. Like, that happens because out of a necessity, out of an obligation. Not because, oh man, I feel royal. Oh shit, I feel like, no, bro, that's what they think. Like, they, you know, these niggas ain't own shit, bro. They haven't really put in no work. They're so fucking rigid, bro. They're so fucking rigid, bro. If it's not in that book, they don't believe it. Like, motherfucker, I'm not listening to nobody that don't get downloads outside of the physical. Like, if you always tapped into this physical, you can't tap into no downloads from source, bro, you ain't really tapped in, bro. I don't give a fuck how good you can read a book or not. If you can't pull no energy from the divine, bro, you not real. You not real, bro. You fake. Like, yeah, you got to be tapped in. You got to be tapped in to pull shit. These niggas ain't tapped in, bro. I know Christians that I listen to, God-fearing people that are tapped in, bro, that aren't rigid like these people. It ain't got shit to do with your beliefs or your religion, because I know some Christians out there that's tapped the fuck in, bro. That's tapped the fuck in that I always listen to, because they be on point. But every time I go with these crusty ass Hebrew Israelites, it's the same shit. It's the same bullshit with them, bro. Yeah, it's the same bullshit, bro. Like, I swear, bro. I did find one Hebrew Israelite a few years ago. He was a solid nigga. He was an OG. Like, you know, the OGs know better. The OGs kind of like, you know how I be. The OGs usually know the truth about it all. It be these young niggas, bro. It be these younger, crusty niggas. Like, I'm telling you, bro, if you on that Hebrew Israelite train, bro, just hop off that shit, because that shit is going up in flames, bro. If you're not exercising unity consciousness, coming together the right energies, if they're not preaching that, they're pushing you back, bro. They're pushing you back, because the great mother not on that. She not on that right now. If they own that, don't fuck with them, bro. It's about unity consciousness coming together. If they're not on that, bro, don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with them, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And I say, you know, I wouldn't say I'm a student from Bobby Hemmett, but I'm one of Bobby Hemmett's scholars, let's say. And Bobby Hemmett used to preach that shit, but I never took that on as my character. I used to exercise it, but I'm like, I can't hate these people, bro. I can't hate these people because I know they're not all bad, and I know some of them got souls and shit. It's just they don't got their neuromelon activated. They ain't been around niggas. You got white people out here, bro, that are black as shit, but they don't know how to tap into the neuromelon. They're not around a culture that actually has that spark, that cultivated it in their culture. Just like with black people, they're not around that. They make us divisive, but they don't know you got history being with us. Little do you know, if you integrate with us, you will figure out how to utilize your melanin and get your neuromelanin activated in your body. But they make us divisive. They make us divided to where they can't learn how to activate their neuromelanin. Because some people, their neuromelanin ain't tapped in like ours. You know, they ain't really been in their creativity, bro. They've been far away from being their true self. So that's gonna be the cause of having, not having your neuromelanin activated. But yeah, bro, they're still a part of the team, though. No matter what color they is, bro, it's your consciousness. It's what's your energy on. That's what's gonna let you know what team you want, not from the color of your skin. That helps us kind of know what shade you is. But there's archons in all races. There's Cabbage Patch Kids in all races. So we can't just go off of color. Like, you could be a clone being black, Mexican, Indian, it don't matter, bro. So if it ain't unity consciousness, if we're not coming together as a whole, then we're going backwards, bro. Any of them Hebrew Israelite niggas preaching multiple wives all the time, and Gentiles being X'd out the earth, bro. They're not on this divine frequency, bro. They're rigid, and they're leading you off a cliff. Yeah, they're leading you off a cliff, bro. And instead of drop that for my people, bro, I'm gonna chop this bitch up, and I'm gonna send it to the ether because I know they don't want this video out because it's divide and conquer. If it's not promoting divide and conquer, if it's not putting a race of people ahead of the others, then they're not gonna promote it. But I'm being real, though. It's unity consciousness over all that shit. I'd rather be around white motherfuckers with my energy, with my soul linked to a whole bunch of black people that are imposter spirits. The fuck? I'd rather be around a whole bunch of white people with souls than be around a whole bunch of black people with no souls or substance. Like, come on, bro. It don't even fucking make sense. It's not about color, bro. It's about energy and what you connected to, bro. There's a whole bunch of divine people from all shades. Let's cut the crap. And then don't let these people talk shit about the race of the women. Like, you gotta watch people talking shit about their women, bro. It's like they're saying that shit because they ain't getting no play. I know there's a narcissistic problem in America, but it ain't just a black woman. It's all bitches. It's all bitches in America, nigga. You don't hear me just talking about the black women. I'm over here just isolating a black woman, saying the black woman ain't shit. That's what the fuck they be doing, bro. They'll be listening to these crusty ass Hebrew Israelite niggas, bro. They rigid as fucking and leading you off a cliff, bro. Straight up. Straight up. But that's about it, man. I just had to drop that video real quick, man. You know? Just don't be listening to all them Hebrew Israelite ass niggas, bro. They don't be knowing what the fuck they talking about, bro. Real shit. They don't know what the fuck they be talking about half the time, bro. You might find some real ones, but a lot of them niggas are fake, bro. There's a few of them that are legit, but very far and in between, bro. Very far and few in between that are legit. So you just got to keep that in mind when you see them on your timeline and shit. Or when you see them in the street in New York. Because, you know, them Hebrew Israelite dudes, they still be in New York. I'm pretty sure they still be in New York. Yeah, they still be in New York doing that bullshit. Yeah, just some fucking weed. It was weed. There ain't shit in it, but yeah, man. You gotta watch out for these fucking Hebrew Israelite ass niggas, bro. Just saying, bro. Yeah, just saying. And the great mother is gonna rub it in their face. Some niggas are gonna end up getting with divine woman from a different shade that is of the hate, the hateful opinion side. Like, you're gonna see a black nigga with a white girl. You're gonna see a white girl with a black dude. But they're gonna be divine. Like, it's an ordained union just to show motherfuckers like y'all moving backwards, bro. Yeah, y'all moving backwards. Even though the entertainment industry gives a lot of black people vampires that are white, that don't mean all white people are vampires. That just tells you that that's an archon with a fucking person with a soul. They can be a black person that is a vampire. You know what I mean? We can't go off of, oh, all white people are vampires. No, no, no. It's just, if you got a fake motherfucker in a suit and that can't take in energy, that's a vampire. You feel me? This motherfucker can't make energy on his own, so he's a vampire. So we just can't look at all white people like that, but just somebody that takes in energy that doesn't make it himself is an energy vampire, is an archon. It's a little bit more than color. It's a little bit more than that. So we got to get off that color shit, but I understand. I understand, though, but that shit's been pushing us back and dividing certain niggas for far too long to where we can't take America back from the enemy. We can't take America back from the enemy because we can't work together and see who's the real enemy in this shit. And that's been our problem. But that's about it, man. I'll be back. Peace. Like I said, you want to send a cash donation to your boy? EG Fisker 1 is the cash app. That is all lowercase with the 1 at the end. EJJIFISKER1. EG Fisker 1. You want to check the Patreon out? Patreon.com/Shaman Truth. Just S at the end of truth. So is Shaman Truths. And I'm out. Somebody hit the like button at the last second. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Like I said, you watch out for the Hebrew Israelite ass niggas, bro, because they're pushing us far from the energy where it's taking us. They're making us do some divide and conquer shit when the great mother is pulling us together. So you be cautious over them crusty ass Hebrew Israelite lusty ass niggas. They be lusty. That's why they always looking for multiple wives and shit. They're always reading from a fucking book and not getting no divine downloads outside that shit. That lets me know everything I need to know. Straight up. That's about it though. I'm out. Peace.